What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers videos, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comments section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. 1. Do you think that Max Scherzer should win the Cy Young this year over Walker Buehler? And 2, if it's Game 7, World Series, everything's on the line, who you rolling with, Max Scherzer or Walker Buehler? I want your takes down below in the comments section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So it was another masterpiece yesterday for Max Scherzer. He goes 8 innings, has 13 punch-outs, no walks, has no earned runs, had that one run where he actually made this tag right here. Look at this play. You see him make that tag. That should have been an out, but thankfully it didn't matter because the Dodgers were able to put up some runs early in the game. They won 5-1, and Max was certified shover boy yesterday. It was his 27th career game with 10 strikeouts and no walks. It tied Kurt Schilling for second most. Only pitcher with more 10-plus strikeout games and no walks is Randy Johnson, who has 36. It was the 20th career game where he had 25 swings and misses, 7 more games with 25 swings and misses in the pitch tracking era since that began in 2008. So Max Scherzer has been as Max for ties, as I've been saying, and the question today is, should he win the NL Cy Young Award? If he were able to do that, he'd be the first pitcher to be traded mid-season and win a Cy Young since Rick Sutcliffe did it in 1984 when he was traded from the Cleveland Indians to the Chicago Cubs. And it would also put him in that exclusive class of pitchers that have won more than 3 Cy Young Awards. It would tie him with Steve Carlton and Greg Maddux with 4, and the only guys who would be ahead of him would be Randy Johnson with 5 and Roger Clemens with 7. So it would be very significant to the history of baseball if Max Scherzer were to win the award. And if you look at his numbers, here are his MLB ranks. So he has a 2.28 ERA, that's first. He has a .86 whip, that's first. He has a 180 opponent's batting average, that's first. He has a 35.4 K percentage, that's also first. He has a 280 Sierra, that's good for third. So Corbin Burnes is still definitely in the mix, but he, along with Scherzer, has that innings count lower than Walker Buehler. Scherzer's at 154 innings pitched. Burnes is at 144 innings pitched. Then, of course, there is Zach Wheeler. He's been wheelering and dealering all season long. He has 188 2/3 innings pitched. He's definitely very much in the mix, but I think it's a 3-horse race between Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer, and Corbin Burnes. And yes, Buehler had that clunker on Sunday Night Baseball against the Giants where he gave up 6 runs in 3 innings. That was the most runs he had allowed since September 2nd, 2019, but he's still very much in the mix as well. A strong candidate himself with a 2.31 ERA right behind Scherzer, 184 strikeouts to Scherzer's 210. So Buehler's been great, but just not as dominant as Max Scherzer, and it doesn't appear like he's going to finish as strong as Mad Max as well. But to me, he could very well win it too. I think the narrative for Buehler, the fact that he's really put this team on his back all season long, he's been the rock for this Dodgers rotation. Look, the last start that Dustin May made was on May 1st. Last start Bauer made was on June 28th. Last start that Kershaw made was on July 3rd. Last start that Tony Gonsolin made was on July 30th. So Max Scherzer, he's really helped get this team back in the mix, but Walker Buehler, he's been steady all season long, and without those two guys, the Dodgers would be far from first place. But Max Scherzer, since joining the Los Angeles Dodgers, he's been an absolute savage beast. He's 5-0. The Dodgers are 7-0 in games where he started. He holds a 1.05 ERA, a .77 whip, 63 punch-outs to just 5 walks in 43 innings pitched. Now, let me just be clear about this. If Andrew Friedman doesn't make that move for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner, the Dodgers aren't serious World Series contenders, in my opinion. Because of the uncertainty with Clayton Kershaw, because of what happened with Trevor Bauer, I do think the Dodgers would have lacked the starting pitching to go all the way this season. But you bring Max Scherzer in, and you got the Dodgers right back in that World Series mix. And Andrew Friedman, in my opinion, opinion, just completely saved the Dodgers season with one of the best trade deadline moves we've ever seen. So big move by Andrew Friedman, and those are the kind of moves that we expect from, in my opinion, the best executive in Major League Baseball. Well, here's Max Scherzer after yesterday's dominant start and what it means to have the lowest ERA in Major League Baseball and how he goes about his process.
It's awesome, but don't get caught up in results. Focus on the process. Results take care of themselves. If you worry about what you do with the baseball, for me, and that's executing all 5 pitches and knowing where you want to locate, know when you want to attack the strike zone. That's the things I worry about. And so the results, they're great when you get them, but I'm more focused on the process, and that's for me going out there and throwing strikes with all my pitches.
So Scherzer did miss some time back in June. He was placed on the IL with a groin injury. So I think if he just gets that innings count up, he could make 3, possibly even 4 more starts for the Dodgers, get over 170-plus innings pitched. He's definitely going to be a strong contender, and I do think it's going to be between Max Scherzer and Walker Buehler at the end of the day. So either way, I'm happy because the Dodgers will get their 13th Cy Young Award winner in franchise history. I kind of hope it is Walker Buehler because he hasn't won one, but if it's Scherzer, it'll be special too because 1, it shows that trade was an absolute slam dunk, and 2, he'll enter that exclusive group of pitchers that have won more than 3 Cy Young Awards. Now the next question is, let's say it's Game 7, everything on the line. Who do you want on the mound for the Dodgers, Max Scherzer or Walker Buehler? Well, I put this poll up on the Dodgers Nation Twitter account this morning. World Series Game 7, everything on the line. Who would you want on the mound for the Dodgers? In over an hour, we had 2,408 votes total, and 20.1% said Walker Buehler, 70.2% said Max Scherzer, 6.6% said Julio Urias, and 3.1% said Clayton Kershaw. So that is a big number for Max Scherzer. It's a little surprising for me considering how dominant Walker Buehler has been for LA in October. He holds a 2.35 ERA, a .995 whip, a 12.2 strikeouts per 9, and 61 in the third innings pitched. And Max Scherzer, he holds a 3.38 ERA in 112 innings pitched, and he did have a 3.6 ERA in the 2019 World Series. But really, you can't go wrong. Do you want the Ferrari? Do you want the Bentley? I mean, they are both elite, outstanding pitchers. In my opinion, I think the way that Scherzer is so hot right now, you probably go with Scherzer. But let's see how Walker Buehler looks when the postseason starts. Because when the postseason rolls around, Walker Buehler, he turns into a different pitcher. You see the heater go up. You see a different level of determination. He has that supreme confidence, the fire in his eyes. So to me, you really can't go wrong with either one. But Buehler has been the guy for the Dodgers during this run. I do think you give him the ball in that game, but still, like I said, you can't go wrong with either one. They're both outstanding pitchers, and Walker Buehler, I don't even think has peaked yet. And Max Scherzer doing what he's doing at 37, I'm really at a loss for words. I'm speechless by just how dominant and fantastic he looks. But let me know down below in the comment section. 1, who do you think should win the Cy Young Award between Max Scherzer and Walker Buehler? Or do you think Corbin Burnes could possibly win? And 2, Game 7, who you rolling with, Walker Buehler or Max Scherzer? And also a bonus one, do you think Andrew Friedman's trade for Trey Turner and Max Scherzer saved the season? I want your takes down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all his Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. You're going to find it right over there at www.gearup.la. Postseason around the corner, so get merched up before they all run out. Download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android and iPhone users. For latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.